What's up, YouTube? Brian here. So, it's been over a month since I've done an update. Sorry about that, guys. I just let it get away from me. I've been busy with some other stuff in my life. I just finished college finally. And I've been working on a car, and my daughter's birthday, and holidays, a bunch of other stuff, getting ready for that. So anyway, I've just been busy with a bunch of stuff, and I haven't gotten around to making a video. My bad. So first thing is, I want to say thank you to everybody who's subscribed to the channel. I recently hit 1,000 subscribers, which is a big milestone. That means that if I get enough watch time on my videos, that I will be eligible to monetize them and potentially start making some money off the channel, which would be really nice. So yeah, to everyone who subscribes, I really appreciate it. It means a lot to me. Thank you so much. Alright, next thing. The last video I did, I was talking about how I had my oldest female not looking too hot, and I thought she was gonna die. Turns out I was right about that. So at some point after I made that video, she passed and was presumably eaten by snails because I never saw her body. It seems to be that if a guppy dies in this tank, there are so many snails in here that unless I were to like see it die and like immediately grab the body, if it happens at night or something, by the time I look in the morning, which it seems like fish always die at night, maybe that's just me, but by the time I look in the morning, those snails have made short work of any body that may have been there. So I did lose that female. Then my bent back female was pregnant pretty much this entire time, and she gave birth. So we have Fry. Finally, we have Fry. That's one reason I haven't made an update, because there hasn't really been anything to update you on. And I didn't just want to make a video of like, oh, everything in the tank is the same. That's just pointless and lame. So if you can see here, there's tiny little like 1-2 day old fry. They're mostly hanging out in this area inside the moss. I'm getting lag on like my screen from the video feed on the camera. I hope that it's not lagging for you guys. I don't know what's going on. But I've tried to count them. They're really tiny and there's a lot of places for them to hide. Let me zoom out a little bit so you guys can see what's going on overall with the tank. As you can see, I added a ton of Easter grass since the last video because I've ended up losing any small fry that I have had in the tank, and I think it was just because they didn't have enough cover, and I don't know why I didn't add more before, but now there's tons of cover. I also added more cover because the one bent back female was getting harassed by these males. They were basically constantly mating with her 24/7. One of them was after her, and so she was always constantly having to hide whenever she wasn't eating, basically. And you know, that's not good for the fish. So I tried to give her more places to hide, break up lines of sight, that kind of thing. I think it worked fairly well, but in the end she died giving birth, it seems, because after I found these fry, I think yesterday morning, and hopefully you guys can see them. I can see them. Maybe you can see them. You should be able to see at least that one. It's like in the center of the frame. Anyway, when I found these fry in the morning, I looked for her. I couldn't find her anywhere. I figured she might just be hiding because she was stressed out from the birth or something. And then I did a full water change, basically like a 95% water change. And she's not in here as far as I can tell. And once again, I didn't find a body, so I'm afraid that she died giving childbirth. The good news is that we have, I think, 14 fry, or maybe even more than that. I counted at least 14 at one point. So that's awesome. She more than replaced herself, and hopefully some of them will be females. Well, obviously some of them will, hopefully many of them will be females. Another thing I need to tell you guys about is this guy right here. It's showing fin damage on his caudal fin. I think this might be my fault because a couple water changes back, the weather recently turned very cold here, so the water sitting in our pipes is cold. This tank is in a basement, and the water in the pipes down here gets especially cold when it's not being used. So I turned on the water and I took the temperature with my thermometer, and it was 72, which is what I've been running this tank at recently. I think I said 76 or something in the last video, but that's not accurate. It's like 72, which is pretty, I guess, on the low end for guppies. But I felt like earlier I had them at a much higher temperature, and I felt like I was kind of burning them out. So anyway, I started filling the tank, and I didn't look at the temperature again because I had already measured it. And then once I put the thermometer back in the tank from measuring the water at the tap where the python is to fill the tank, I put it back in the water and it was reading like over 80 degrees. So apparently the hot water had not fully kicked in, which has happened to me once before when I was living in China. And it kicked in later as the tank was filling, and so basically the tank went up by like 10 degrees in like 15 minutes or whatever as it filled up, which is terrible. You should not do that, and it's very stressful on the fish. I thought when I saw it, I kind of panicked. I thought they were all going to die, because last time something like that happened to me, I ended up killing a ton of fish that I really liked, and it was terrible. But this time everybody survived, and I didn't see, at the time I didn't see any like issues or anything. You see most of them look really healthy, but yeah, now that one guy who's hiding now, he's just been kind of moping around laying on the bottom of the tank, and his caudal fin has some damage on it, so I'm not sure if it's from that or what. And also some of the other fish who had damage to their fins from when they were shipped to me, they had been healing. All these four right here are probably the most healthy, the youngest. But some of the other ones had like chunks out of their fins. They had been healing, and then after that temperature debacle I just explained, I'm pretty sure that some of them got some more damage too. For example, that guy who's hiding back there, I don't know how well you can see him through the grass, but he's got some damage going on. This guy's fins were badly damaged, just like fork fin guy right here in the middle of the frame. When I first got him, he looked horrible, but he's slowly healing up actually. I've been adding a little bit of salt every time I do a water change, kind of the same amount each time to keep everything mostly copacetic. I do probably like, it's not a high amount, just a tiny bit, like 2 tablespoons in this 40-gallon tank or something, which I don't even know if that really affects anything because it's such a low amount, but I feel like it probably just helps the fish's fins heal up a little bit. Alright, I was trying to keep this video short, so I made a little list, which you can see in the reflection down here, of things I wanted to talk about. We're already at 9 minutes, so I'm pretty much failing on that. Sorry, guys. But we have covered everything I wanted to talk about. We have fry. Bada bing, awesome. Thank you, 1,000 subscribers. That's amazing. Thank you guys so much. I can't believe it finally happened. Bent back female gave birth to all those fry and then died and became snail food. Oh, that one male is kind of messed up. I thought he was gonna die, but it's been a few days since I noticed. There he is right there. Since I noticed how messed up he was, and like I've been doing water changes and stuff, and I don't know, he's eating food, he's still able to swim when he wants to, it just seems to be too much effort, so he's just chilling on the bottom most of the time, like a beta would do, or something like that. So we'll see how he goes in the future. Hopefully he'll pull through. And I still haven't made a video I was talking about making last time. I just rewatched my last video to remind myself what I had updated you guys on, and I said that I was going to make a video about my mistakes when trying to breed for profit, and I think that's a good idea, and I still want to make that video at some point, but I just haven't gotten around to it. Maybe that'll be like my Christmas or Thanksgiving special or something. No promises, because I don't want to promise something and not deliver, but I will try to get some more regular content out to you guys. Keep you updated now that we have Fry to watch. That's exciting to watch them grow. Keep you updated on this injured gentleman. See if he survives. Oh, it's okay, dude. Don't worry. So let's go to the Fry one more time. Alright. Thanks for watching, guys. If you liked the video, please hit that little thumbs up. If you want to keep watching, subscribe for more. We'll see you next time.